Welcome to the SJ Child Show, where a little bit of knowledge can turn fear into understanding. Enjoy the show. On this episode of the SJ Child Show, I want to give a special shout out to my sister-in-love, Vera Frederich. She referred this guest to me. For those of you joining us, today is World Autism Awareness Day. So please remember, be kind, be compassionate. We never know what somebody else is going through in their journey, and the best thing we can do as humans is be there for one another. Enjoy the show. Welcome to the SJ Child Show. Today, I'm really excited to have this new guest. My sister-in-law sent me a picture of this amazing book that they were reading in her class. And she is in Sacramento, California. I'm all the way in Salt Lake City, Utah. But word gets out when a good thing is out. So we're so excited today to introduce, and I'm going to let you pronounce your last name so that I don't hurt it. Alexandra, hopefully that's correct.
Yeah.
It's so nice to have you here today. Thank you so much for being here.
It's nice to be here. My name is pronounced Alexandra Adlawan. Adlawan, it's Filipino.
Beautiful name. It's really great to be able to meet like this. Where are you at in the world?
I'm in Long Beach, California.
Okay, fantastic.
Long Beach.
Yay! I wish I was there. It is cold. It snowed this morning. I'm ready for sunshine and spring and all.
It's been raining all night here, so
yeah. Well, it's great to have you here. So let's just kind of start from the beginning. Introduce yourself and let us know a little bit about yourself.
Well, my name's Alexandra Adlawan. I'm an author and illustrator, and I have written 4 books. My first book, Wild Imagination, The Adventures of Maddie and Albert. My second book is How I Spent My Summer Vacation, The Adventures of Maddie and Albert. You'll see a theme going here. Mm-hmm. Flying the Imaginary Skies, The Adventures of Maddie and Albert. And Backyard Jungle, The Adventures of Maddie and Albert.
Fantastic. Where did you get the idea? And tell us about the characters.
Well, my characters are, let me get a better picture here. Maddie, Albert, and Houdini. He's in the tree there. He's their beagle. Maddie is outgoing and adventurous, and Albert is quiet and cautious. That they are both characters are, well, Maddie is who I'd like to be, and Albert is more who I actually am.
I love that. So these are kind of aspects of yourself then that you've created into characters.
Pretty much, yeah.
I love that. Tell us about the adventures that they go on and kind of what is it, like a lesson learning book, or what does that look like?
Well, some of them, like the first one might be a lesson about like accepting each other's differences and playing with being friends with people that best friends don't always have to have everything in common. They can just enjoy being together. So my second one is more just fun nonsense. They're just having fun over their summer vacation. They're just doing fun nonsense things. Let me see, like trying to swing over the top of the swing set. I tried to do that. My third and fourth book, you learn a bit more. For my third one, you're traveling around the world in a hot air balloon, and they learn about 8 different countries. They don't learn a lot. They just learn like just a little bit about each place. Yeah. And for this one's the most complicated, and you learn the most. It has the most words and the most dialogue and the most pictures and the most facts about animals.
Oh, that's fun. You like animals, I think, right?
I love animals.
Yeah, me too. Oh, this is fantastic. So how'd you come up with the idea to become an author? Tell us, did you write when you were little, or did you just decide somebody said, that's a great story, write it?
Well, I mostly drew out my stories in notebooks. I used to draw a lot. This was before iPads and iPhones, and this was the way I entertained myself on long car rides. I would just draw all these So now that I look back, sort of nonsense stories, whatever came to my head, I just drew it.
Yeah.
Not well compared to how I did now, but I actually didn't do a lot of writing beforehand. Like in school, I didn't write a lot very well because every writing prompt I was given, I could never relate to it. And it was just always about something I couldn't relate to or understand.
Yeah.
I then went to an art and animation school where was it? In Sherman Oaks. It was called Exceptional Minds. It was for the animation school for people on the spectrum.
Nice. I
was like halfway through my first year before I realized that maybe animation wasn't for me. Like I was good at it, but it would cause me way more stress than I was willing to accept. I would not worth it. But then sorry, I heard my dog in the back.
Oh, you're fine.
Anyway, I've been working on my characters, Maddie and Albert, for at least since 2009.
Wow.
Decided I would rather have the characters on a page rather than on a screen, than moving on a screen. So one day my dad challenged me to finally finish an actual story for them, and after a while, it took me a long time because it took me a long time to figure out exactly how I wanted to do my first book. I wanted to do something where it was switching between fantasy and reality. I just couldn't figure out exactly how that would work. I needed a beginning, a middle, and an end. I just couldn't figure out how it would work. But then suddenly on a walk with my dog, I finally figured it out.
I love that.
I can't remember the exact details of what I thought of, but I knew I got it.
That's so great. And thanks, Dad, for pushing you to do that, right? Yeah. Now, so are you the illustrator and the author then?
Yes.
Oh, wow. That's amazing.
I drew all the pictures and I came up with all the stories.
I am so proud of you. That's fantastic. My daughter I recognize that she was a really great illustrator, just at, her own pace or whatever skill set she was at, but she was so good at it. And so when I have this book, you can kind of see it hidden back here behind this plant, but it's an ABC book that she illustrated when she was 8 years old. So
neat.
I love that. I love that we can have these experiences, and even as children, as older young women, to show that, we can take these endeavors and success and passions and do whatever we want with them, turn them into books, turn them into animations, music, right? Anything we want. It's just kind of getting there and holding yourself accountable to get it done. That's wonderful.
Thank you.
Did you go through a regular publisher, or what did that look like for you, that process?
That's a tougher question. That would be a question for my dad mostly, because he was the one who got my book published. Like we started our own publishing company called Amazing Artist.
I love that. And that made it possible for you to be able to then publish your book and get it out to the world. That's amazing. Obviously, it's traveling, because I got wind of it 2 states away. So that's really, really fantastic. Do you have planned for the future? Do you have more books that you're going to be writing, or what does that look like?
Oh, I've got a lot of things planned. One thing, I got like 11 different bookings in April alone.
And you're going to go do like book signings?
Yeah, I'm going to school events.
Wow.
It's going to be very fun. I love doing school events.
Yeah. Tell me what's your favorite thing about doing a school event?
I like answering all the kids' questions. Sometimes they're hard, but sometimes their questions are really funny or just have nothing to do with anything.
I love that too.
They're so like they answer like good questions, but sometimes one kid will ask one question and then a bunch of kids will ask the same question going on.
Yeah. Well, and
Like
it's neat
when
to
did
see how they look up to you, huh? They really do. They think you're like a superstar that you've come and you've written a book.
it's very funny to go back into a school environment and be able to do that, because I would not have been able to do that as like when I
Yeah.
was that age, because I froze during a third grade thing once, and it was
Yeah. That happened. And
like I appreciate how far I've come since then.
exactly. That's exactly what I was going to say is that sometimes we have those moments so that we can. I just told my friend this morning, sometimes we make mistakes so that we can learn how to have empathy for ourselves, for others, understanding the process moving forward. And yeah, it gives us an easier idea of how it might feel to freeze and, in front of a crowd of people or stuff. So great job doing that. Really great job.
Thank you.
Wonderful. So you have some bookings coming up. What kind of like social medias and things like that? Where can we go to find all of the information?
Well, I'm on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Even have a Patreon page. I'm
Great.
kind of on Pinterest. I'm mostly on Instagram. That's the one I post on the most.
Great. That's fantastic. And what is your Instagram handle?
My Instagram is just Alexandra Adlawan. Let me just
Perfect.
where are you?
And I'll make sure to
Alexandra, and then one of those little underscores, and then Adlawan. But
perfect.
you can also learn more about me and my books on my website, amazingartist.online.
Perfect. And I'll have all the links in the show notes so that nobody has to go madly write this down or anything right now. You'll just be able to go down to the show notes and click on the links, go directly to her pages. Please support her, follow her, buy the books. I mean, what an exciting journey that you've created. And thanks to your family for being so supportive on your journey this way. Are you so proud of yourself?
I am.
Oh, I'm really excited for you. I can't wait to see what else you decide to create in, the coming times. And if I can help and support in any way, always reach out and let me know.
Okay.
Oh,
I'm currently working on my fifth book. It's an ocean adventure. I'm still working on a title, but it might be called Submarine Journey.
I like that. Oh, how do you go out to the ocean a lot and experience that for yourself?
Well, we have an aquarium, the Pacific Aquarium, very
Mhm.
close by. I go there a lot for inspiration.
I bet. Yeah, tell us about some of the things you might do for fun outside of writing. What else do you like to do?
I I like to go to Disneyland.
Ooh, lucky girl.
I had to stop going for a little while because we got so many bookings. We don't have time to go there as much.
Oh, that's amazing. Oh, I'm sure every family's dream, right? Spend a lot of time at Disneyland. What's your favorite thing to do while you're there?
I like to go to their animation academy in Disney, California. They have this place where they teach you how to draw out some of the Disney characters. I posted a few of those of my sketches out online. That's actually when's how I inspired me to start drawing my characters and drawing my characters and showing how to draw my character Maddie to kids at schools.
I love
It's
that.
now part of my presentation, and I enjoy it.
Fantastic. Well, I am so, so glad that we connected. I sought you out after my sister-in-law gave you a rave review of how wonderful and sweet the book was and how much the children loved it, which is the most important part, really, in children's books. So, really, really excited for you and congratulations. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for being here today. Like I said, I'll have all of those links down in the show notes so that we can go and support you and find you to work on. I'm excited to see the next books that come out for you. So just make sure to get back in contact with me and say, hey, let me get back on and talk about these other books. And I'd be happy to do that. Why don't you hold them up one more time, real fast, and show us again?
I was too close up.
Oh, perfect.
And
Love
then
it.
Wild Imagination, Summer Vacation.
Beautiful. Oh,
Uh, Flying the imaginary sky, starting a hot air balloon,
Oh, wow.
and backyard jungle.
So
Sorry.
fun. Wonderful. Alexandra, you are so inspiring and you just have such a great vibe and light about you. Very just bright and cheery. It was such a pleasure to meet you today. I hope we can stay in touch if that's okay with you.
That'd be great. Nice
I'd
to
like
meet
that.
you too.
Thank you so much. And we'll definitely be in touch and we'll talk soon. Thanks.
Thank you.